question is, what is a positive cash flow property? Positive cash flow property is basically income, which is rent, minus expenses. Expenses means many expenses. Okay, mainly what we calculate is mortgage, council rates, water rates, insurance, and property management fees. Okay, these are only 4 or 5 things which we calculate. I calculate. Okay, we can put so many things there. You don't need to, some people will put just mortgage. So just to understand, because in Australia there is so many different sort of insurances. Some places I know even there are $10,000 for a property per year. Okay, one property, or normal property, normal 4-bedroom house. So we should calculate that also. Other things which even for property management fees also varies. Here it is only 5.5. Doesn't mean that everywhere it is 5.5. There are places like 10-11% are also there. So be careful. So income minus expenses, and if it is in a positive side, that's positive cash flow property. So that's what the best investment property you can get. Nowadays, it's hard to find a positive with all these things, mostly because of 7% bank interest rate. It's difficult to get the exact value. Proper positive. But still it is much better than the Melbourne properties. Melbourne properties are around 3% yield, 3.5% yield. What we are finding is almost double, 6% yield. So we compare to that, a $650,000 property for example, in Cranbourne in Melbourne, you probably can get a $480 per week. But $650 if you spend through us, we can find it for $750 per week. Not $480 per week, but $750 per week. So a significant difference. When bank looks at that, that is your serviceability is not affected much. If you are buying a property in Melbourne, you can't buy property for next 5 years unless until your salary, actually you get a promotion and your salary is increased significantly. Otherwise, if you buy a property in high yield properties, then you can keep on buying. That's how people buy. That's the simple technique. I didn't know that like 5 years ago. We just thinking about buy any property and replace the tenant, replace the household there and people there, and put a tenant. It became an investment property. That's not everyone thinks. That's not true though. Investment grade property. That's what we should look for. And positive cash flow property. You try to look and basically you get the yield. Okay, yield 6%. If you can get yield 6% in residential because of less risk and because of less interest rate also. For commercial, you can probably, some in commercial you can get better than this, but they have risk of 6 months the tenant is gone and 6 months there is no tenant, and interest rate is also high. Normally residential properties, if nowadays it's 7% interest, then commercial properties it will be like 2% extra, 9%. Then what is the point? Like you have to look at the income and expenses and what is the ultimate cash flow. That's what you should look for. And yeah, that is positive cash flow.